I got it in the bag now, getting all type of cash. I'm a general true. I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.
You got a picture me, send me calling, ready for war like Korea, headlining shows out in Poland, you should be cleaning my mansion. My peasant's disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new Bay alert.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Miami Dolphins. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Faking the give, Darnold. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And got his man complete. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover. gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. And the catch, it's Crowder. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. The give is to Bell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Flush to his right. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Fitzpatrick on 1st down. And he fends him off, eluding the pressure. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Avery Williamson coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On play action, Fitzpatrick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball at the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going to look deep for Wilson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Drake. Big hold to the 30. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's into the clear. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 81 yards. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, Good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Spinning past him. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one, too.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second down, Darnold. This is Bell on the dump off. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Fitzpatrick now on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Tremendous field position there, and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. A pitch out to Drake. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. And a short gain down to about the 33. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Under. Force.
Now the rookie from Arizona State, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he finds Stills, complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 right at the 20. On the toss play, this is Drake. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now a handoff for Drake. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. He goes underneath to Drake. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
New York set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Take Carradine. Able to get him for a loss of about 3. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. To throw on second down is Darnold. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. 23 yards on the play. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, it's Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go #1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to #3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead, they got sudden Sam Darnold. And I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Off of play action, Darnold. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Take Carradine in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way down, and that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Jets on third down, 42 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on third and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, and so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. So he got 3 on one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold from the gun. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. And look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat. But they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They run toss to the right with Drake. And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a second down throw for Fitzpatrick. Steps away to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it? Not good, and we saw the result. He sets to fire deep, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it. But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Darnold on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Jets on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Darnold. Going up top. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Drake. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Fitzpatrick now. He dumps it off to Drake. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to go deep down the left. That's caught inside the 20. Oh, no, he lost the football. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And there's a nice catch by Mike Gesicki, the rookie out of Penn State. And, partner, you saw him when you were covering Big Ten football. He didn't block very many people.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And the Jets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 35.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Faking the give, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Anunwa, the intended target.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start with a give here to Blanche. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27th. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Jenkins coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Buying time to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now a desperation throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Right back to Drake. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Force! 3, 3, 3, 3! 3, 3, 3, 3! 3, 3, 3, 3!
Now Fitzpatrick. On the left side, this is Stills. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Take Carradine in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Detroit!
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially this.
He's got a man complete. They give him a gain of 37. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Darnold. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Take Carradine in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. Now a desperation. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They go play action here on first down. And he hits Herndon over the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early